See Mark a year ago for different reasons really, mostly around anxiety, a lot of it had to do with smoking, yeah, just the general way I felt in my life. I've had a very up and down life. Emotionally, it always seems to have been from one extreme to the other. Lots of highs, but lots of lows that were very hard to deal with. And this came out in various different ways. I think throughout my life I've had many symptoms of emotional problems, like probably the smoking, you know, small bout of eating disorder, depression, you know, different things would come up. And I'd have to battle them and get over them, and you know, then I'd get back on. I never seemed to manage to stay on an even keel particularly, so it was all very stressful and tiring. Panic attacks, I had about a year of panic attacks. They were horrible. I think it was the smoking that brought me maybe to Mark, and then myself and Mark talked about smoking and talked about my life and realised there might have been other issues to look at. So I came for a session to begin with about anxiety, and it's great when you come here. It's really nice, and you get really nice tea in really nice cups, and everyone's really nice who I've ever met, and Mark's lovely, and it is very relaxing, and you can be exactly who you want to be, and it's very nice, and Mark helps you focus on, you know, he's very good at getting out of you what you need to tell him, you know what I mean? So, you know, you don't have to worry about, because I did do that, because that is the type of person I am. I worried about making sure he understood everything, very important, to the point I got quite stressed about, you know, making sure I told him everything and the right things, and you know, then you could be here for years, and that's not necessarily, you don't need to do that. You know, there are certain small things that sort of, you know, tell the whole picture. Yeah, so the session, yeah, we did like a talking session, like a bit of a counselling situation, did some exercises which again give Mark the information he needs to find out about you. All very easy, all very fun, you know, can touch on heartstrings and stuff, but that's all good, you know, it's good to do things like that. And then I went away and had time to digest that, and then I came back for a second session for hypnotherapy, which is lovely. Again, it's absolutely lovely. You just, you know, you just sit down in a chair, wrap yourself up in a blanket, and Mark talks to you, and I fell asleep. Just like I do and listen to his CD that he sent me, I'll fall asleep, and it's lovely, and then you wake up. Oh. And then I left and went home that day in a really good mood, and although the smoking hadn't actually been the direct, I've smoked all my life, I'd smoked all my life, and the smoking hadn't been the direct route of that session, the next day I stopped smoking, and I've not smoked since, and that was over a year ago. And I'd had little moments before in my life where I'd done a couple of months here and there, but I'd always sort of gone back to it at times, and it didn't feel like it does now. There is, I just don't need to smoke, and that's fine. And I do know I'll never smoke again. I do really know that now, and I know many people say that, but I know I'll never smoke again. So then I stopped smoking, and everyone who knew me just said, "Emily, you seem like a different person. You seem really bright and bubbly and confident." And something that they said, oh, I'd had a troubled look about me, which I didn't even know I'd had gone. People just said you seem much lighter in yourself and much happier. So I stopped smoking. I lost weight, which is a miracle, because the only times I've ever attempted to try and stop smoking, I literally piled on the pounds, you know, instantly. I could not believe I managed to stop smoking and lose weight. You know, I focused that I didn't want to put on any weight, and I didn't. And yeah, I am a completely different person, really. Whilst being the same person, I have an inner strength that I can cope with anything, in a way. You know, I still have, you know, everyone has funny days, and I'm still quite an emotional person. I wouldn't change that. I still cry a lot. I'm still, you know, I love to cry. I like to cry about things. I like to, you know, I'm very emotional, but there's that, I haven't got that desperateness that used to linger inside me that meant I'd have to punish myself. That was what my life was. My life was a string of self-punishments, and now I don't do that. I don't do that at all. My life, you know, I have its few ups and downs, but I'm able to cope with all of them. I don't smoke. I feel younger and more vibrant than I have done for years, and yeah, just free to live my life.